I'm going to show you guys how to create this Easter Sunday makeup look. I wanted something to be fun and at the same time it's easy for you guys. So I created this 3D eyeshadow effect, and I promise you it is super easy and it's so fast. This eyeshadow is inspired by Easter Sunday. As you guys can see, the colorful little polka dots that looks like eggs. So before we begin, let's make sure not to forget to subscribe to my channel and be part of the Young Beauty Glow family. And if you want to see my future videos, make sure to click the bell icon so you're up to date with the new uploads. So before further ado, let's just get started. I just washed my face and we're gonna do small amount of skincare. You must have a good skincare in order your makeup to look flawless. Before my skincare, after I cleanse my face, I usually use this hydrating toner spray from Mira. I love using hyaluronic or hydration spray before makeup. Then I go ahead and use the L'Oreal Revita Lift. It's hyaluronic acid plus caffeine for the under the eyes. This eye serum is seriously working so good for me, and I'm already on my second bottle in 3 months, guys. I take my time every night and every morning and apply this under my eyes, anywhere that I feel like there's fine lines or needs coverage or dark circles, and I just apply this. It feels super good. I'm using this facial cream from Kiehl's. It's one of my favorite actually, because my skin is super dry, so I always get stuff that keeps my skin hydrated throughout the day, whether I put makeup or not. So it doesn't really matter what kind of skin type you have. You always have to prep your skin in order to have a flawless makeup application. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment. I love this. It's so hydrating, especially if you're dry skin. You should use this. It has avocado. It looks like avocado. The right way to put an eye cream under your eyes so it doesn't cause any kind of crease later on. Put a little bit on your ring finger, warm it up, and then put it under your eyes. Make sure massage your under eyes until the cream disappears, and that will avoid creasing later on. Let's not forget about our lips. Our lips also needs to be hydrated and prepped before any makeup application. I like to use this chapstick from Kusta Sport. It has hyaluronic acid. It keeps my lips very hydrated and juicy throughout the day. To give my skin an extra boost, I usually apply setting spray, and this setting spray is from Chanel. So before applying any kind of primer, I apply setting spray. This just keep my skin very hydrated and very plump. My face feels so hydrated, and you guys can see how glowy it looks just doing simple skincare before a makeup application. If you're going for a day event, you must apply sunscreen. This sunscreen is from Chanel. Is one of my favorite sunscreen. Any sunscreen works as long as you put them on. This just keeps your skin very protected from the sun radiation. I'm gonna use this primer from One Size Beauty. It's my first time using this primer. It's a viral product. It's called Secure the Sweat, and I want to find out on Easter Sunday if this really secured my sweat or not, and I will give you guys update on my Instagram. So I have these It Cosmetics Dark Spot Concealer and Corrector. I have never used these, it just came in the mail. I am gonna be using this with you guys and see if this product is a good product. And one is too light for me and one is too dark. What we're gonna do is make our own mix. So I'm going to be applying the darker shade. It's more like a peach color. So I'm going to be applying this on darker area or spots of my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply the lighter shade over that. And then just to see how this works, because like I said, I've never used this and I'm using this with you guys. And the cool thing about this applicator, it has one side that looks like a footer where you apply the concealer and the other side has a brush. So it's pretty cool. I could use the brush, and I took my time just applying this and blending with a little brush. Believe it or not, I don't use brush much under my eyes. I don't use a brush concealer to apply my concealer. I just use a beauty blender. I feel more secure with a beauty blender. I don't know why, but this is my first time. I feel like this brush really works, and it is a good quality brush, so it did blend everything, and I'm kind of surprised. I normally like under my eyes to be very bright and very light, so I think I'm just gonna go with one more layer of the lighter shade and apply this under my eyes and on the T-zone of my face. I have to say I do like this product because it is hydrating and it's lightweight. I don't feel the thickness and I do not feel dried under my eyes. So I absolutely love the product so far. And I like to go with a beauty sponge over whatever I just did to just make sure everything is blended and smooth out. The next step is foundation, and this is actually one of my favorite foundation lately from Makeup Forever. And as you guys noticed how I put my concealer first, and now I'm just putting a foundation on the area that's needed. The reason I do this method is to avoid under eye creasing, and as you guys can see how I applied foundation on certain areas not close to my eyes, that's because just on the areas that's needed, and we don't have to put too much product under the eyes. And you guys don't worry, I'll put all the name of the products that I use in this video in the description. I have never used this product before. I just got this in the mail from Benefit Cosmetics. This is a tinted blush for the cheek and lips. And I thought it would be so cool to use this in this video because I wanted a lot of colors and a lot of pink. And this is a very good product actually. After using this, I only applied like 2 layers to get the pigmentation. The pigmentation is not a lot, but if you keep applying a lot of layers, you might get it. But I only applied 2 layers and this is what I got. I like to drag my blush usually above my eyebrow, get that C shape because it just lifts my face and it just brings out my face more. This blush was not hard to apply. I just used the tip of my finger and just blended until I was satisfied, and I applied a little bit on my nose to get that summer burn look, and applied on my lips as well. So now we're gonna jump to set the whole face with powder. To set under my eyes, I like to use the Huda Beauty loose powder, and this is the method I like to use to avoid under eye creasing. First, I use the same sponge, I get the powder, and with the other side, I make sure all the creases that's under my eyes is soft and smooth, and then I go with the powder, making sure all the powder is absorbed on my skin and avoiding under eye creasing. I actually made an in-depth video on how to avoid under eye creasing. It's on my channel. After watching that video, you will never have under eye creasing. I will actually tag it right above my head so you guys know exactly where to watch it. With the same powder and the same sponge, I like to go one more layer, just making sure everything looks soft and smooth and there's no creases. To set the rest of my face, I like to use a Charlotte Tilbury press powder, and I'm just dabbing with the brush on the areas I applied foundation and making sure all the foundation is set, so that way I can go ahead and go do the bronzer and the blush. Now I'm gonna bronze with this little guy from Benefit Cosmetics. I have never used this bronzer before, but you guys, look, my camera actually died, so I did half of my face. Look how beautiful sun-kissed it looks. I didn't even think this blush is gonna give me that vibe, but look how soft and the sun-kissed look came out. Like, I am obsessed with this blush already, and I thought it was gonna be so light for me, but actually I was wrong. This is the right shade they sent me. I normally bronze with a darker shade, and I don't know why I do that because I already have such a bronze skin. I shouldn't be doing too much bronze. This looks very natural on me, and I am so surprised to find a shade that works actually. So I think I'm gonna stop bronzing too much and go with something that's very natural and summery and that gives a sun-kissed look. So whatever is left on the brush, I like to take that on the jawline and just contour the jawline, and this just helps to bring my face structure and gives me a little bit dimension, and the rest is just like I apply on the nose if necessary. I'm going to use these 2 blushes from Benefit Cosmetics. For some reason, I thought they looked different, but in the camera, they look the same. As you guys can see, I'm not blending. I'm actually dabbing the brush on the higher cheekbone. This just helps to give that snatch and lifted look. When we create the C shape, I showed you guys how to create that earlier with the tinted blush. If anything looks too harsh, make sure go back with the powder brush and soften the edges and make sure everything looks smooth. When I saw this highlight, I fell in love because it's so beautiful, and I already became so obsessed with this. This is from Benefit Cosmetics, and look how beautiful it looks with just 1 layer. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm obsessed with highlighters and I'm obsessed with shimmery stuff. I love glowy stuff. So I never missed this part of the makeup, which is the highlighter, and I apply this on the T-zone and making sure my face pops and glows and highlights. Now we're moving to the eyebrows, and this is from Benefit Cosmetics. I use 4 of these for my eyebrows, and I'll show you guys why. First, I brush my brows with a clean spoolie. Then I go with Fluff Up Brow Wax from Benefit Cosmetics. The reason I like to use this because it helps my brow to look fluffy, and at the same time, it doesn't move and it just stays up the way I want it. After I get enough product on the brows, and then I just let that sit for a little bit so it can dry, and then I go with the next step. Then I go with a brow micro filling. This is a eyebrow pencil. It has 3 strokes, and it is so perfect on the area of the eyebrow where you can create 3 hair stroke at the same time when you use this. I actually use it for the first time and I absolutely love this product. I feel like this brow pen, it saves a lot of time because it's so fast. It creates so many hair stroke at the same time, and if you have like eyebrow situation, this would be one of the best to keep it in your purse anywhere you go. Then I use the volumizing pencil. This pencil, I don't use it all over. I only use it on the bottom of my brow to create that fake hairline where it shows like it's just very clean and very smooth when it's not. And when you apply this line all around the eyebrow only in the bottom, this just creates that effect. Lastly, I'm using this little guy. It has like a little mascara wand, and I'm just like removing the product and going in with a brush, just like a little bit product, making sure everything is blended and looks nice and smooth. And sometimes you can just use this alone. You don't have to do the rest of the things that I did, but it works whichever you do. Now I'm gonna use the setting spray from Chanel. I normally use a setting spray right after I finish my eyebrows because this keeps my brows in place and also the rest of my makeup in place. Finally, it's time to play with colors and do our eyeshadow. I'm using this P. Louise eyeshadow base, and this is super light for my skin, and I know that. In order to use bright colors such as yellow, pink, and for a skin type like me, the color will not come out if I directly apply that on my skin. So in order to make the colors pop out more, you have to have a very light or bright base, and that's why this type of eyeshadow base becomes very handy for these type of looks. This is how I create these little polka dot in different size and different colors. I saw this TikToker who created the same thing but different shapes, and then she added the color. She basically made this from hot glue, and I did the same thing. I was like, why not? We can make it in polka dot shapes and then in different size, and then add the color, and then that's it. You're gonna glue that to your eyelid with lash glue. I recently made a video on reviewing this makeup hack, see if it works or not, and how to do it, and etc. Make sure to watch that if you're interested. So first I applied the glue on a different area of my eyelid, just placing those polka dot as I want to, and then letting the glue for a few seconds. That way the glue can be a little tacky and holds the polka dot. And then just going in with those polka dot, different colors, different size, however you want to make it look pretty. I'm just applying on the higher part of my eyelid, not lower. I'm gonna finish the other side off camera and I'll be back. The look is already coming out and I'm so obsessed already. Now the next step is a little bit white eyeliner, and I'm just placing this eyeliner in between, like small little polka dot in between the bigger ones. It just gives that 3D effect and it just makes it more like Easter look. I want to know if anyone going to try this for Easter Sunday. As you guys can see, it didn't require a lot of brushes, a lot of colors, a lot of stuff. It's just like the hot glue and some eyeshadow colors, and that's it. Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys think and how you guys gonna use this look. Since I already have extension lashes and I don't want too much of falsies, I'm just gonna apply a little bit mascara and that's it. And I have a little problem on my eyes. I don't know if you guys can point out, but I'm gonna leave it to you guys. One of my lashes look crooked, and it's my fault because I applied those lashes and I know I did something wrong. But tell me, which one is it? Which of my eyes look a little bit crooked? My bottom lash look too plain and I'm not used to that, so I'm applying a little bit hot pink eyeshadow on the bottom lash only and just blending that out. And you can apply actually any colors because this Easter look would look nice with any color, like green, I don't know, purple, blue, yellow, anything looks nice, but I just want to do pink. We're going to take this look to the next level, applying a little bit Makeup Forever highlighter and the inner corners, just a little bit, and then also a little bit on your eyebrow bone. This just highlights the eyeshadow and the look. It just makes the look more pop out. And I'm just applying a little bit on my nose bridge, and that's about it. I wasn't sure which lipstick to use, so I went in using the hot pink and just blending in with my fingers. I'm not even using any kind of lip liner, and applying a little bit lip gloss, and I think the look is ready. Here's the final look, guys, and I think the hot pink lipstick was a good choice. It looks amazing with this look. This look is very simple. At the same time, she looks very attractive and very colorful. I can't decide if I want to put my hair front or if I want to put my hair back. I love the rose gold shirt. It looks very simple, at the same time very, very pretty. And the pearl earrings, it looks perfect for this eyeshadow. Let me know what are your plans for this Easter, if you're gonna dress up, if you're gonna go anywhere, and if you're gonna do any kind of makeup, or if you're gonna do this makeup. Let me know in the comments. Here's a close-up so you guys can see how pretty, and it gives a 3D effect from close-up, and also from far away it just looks amazing. If you're looking for a beginner's makeup look, make sure to watch this video. I am so grateful and thankful from all of you. If you like this video, if this video was helpful to you, give your girl a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe for amazing and fun videos. And if you want to send me a message directly, make sure to follow or DM me on any of my social media handle. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!